Hey guys, today I am making for the first time hot process soap, and just spoiler, it was stressful. However, if you want to follow along with how I made this bar of cold process face soap, follow along. Alrighty, right here we are just going to stick blend the hardened oils so they can mix properly after I've been warming them for a while. And my blender died, but luckily I had a spare. Now I gotta get myself a new one. Okay, and now we're adding in a little bit of kaolin clay, and we're gonna stick blend that in just to keep it nice and smooth. One thing I noticed you will see a lot in hot process soap is there's a lot of blending compared to cold process soap where you want the most minimal blending as possible to keep it fluid. Checking the temperature, make sure we're getting warm. And now we're pouring in the lye. And again, stick blending. And we are gonna try to stick blend until we get to a medium trace. Side note, if you're interested, I got this little bitty baby crock pot at Walmart for $12. I left this part in, but I sped it up just so you can see how much you really want to blend, trying to get it into trace. Well, we have finally found medium trace, and here we are going to put some plastic wrap over it, or cling wrap, just to help keep the extra moisture in there, because we are doing hot process soap and heat makes water evaporate faster. We want the soap to cook and saponify and go through a gel phase all in this crock pot without drying out. Alrighty guys, this first picture is when I first let it set, and about 45 minutes later, the outsides have gone through saponification and the center has not gone through gel phase, so it's time to stir. Hot process soap is so much different than cold process soap making. Having to stir this after it's gone to trace is just so odd. But you gotta trust the process, and I'm trying to trust the process where I'm here just kind of like, I guess I can stir this mashed potato mix, which we're gonna set, now that we've stirred, we're gonna set it to cook just a little bit longer. I believe it was 25 more minutes. And then we'll do multiple more stirs, but here is when you know it's ready to start working. And off camera, I did a little zap test and it was ready. Okay, some of this next process is sped up, but here we are going to add in our super fat, which is avocado oil. And then we're going to stir, which I'm pretty sure I could have added this in before I started cooling down the mixture, and that way it would have been still hot. If I try hot process again, the next time I want to try the yogurt to keep it more fluid. And right here we're adding in a little bit of activated charcoal mixed with water, warm water. Stir to your heart's content. Checking the temperature. Also, a little side note, if you make hot process soap, get yourself a better spatula, spoon, all the things. Like, it needs to be sturdy and tough and not flimsy and floppy. Now we're adding in our essential oil blend. Little patchouli, little chamomile, and a little bit of cedar. Just a little bit. And now I start panicking because the mix is getting harder than mashed potatoes and it doesn't look like it wants to move very much. Zero fluidity. It's already hardening and cooling. I can barely get in the mold. My spatula's giving me trouble. And I just wanted to scream. And as you see, it's coming out in big chunks, not plops. So obviously wasn't a complete fail from my first soap, but it's a little traumatizing. I'm just trying to get it in. Now, This is also something I'm not used to. Being able to make a block inside of your mold. It's very odd. I'm trying to get all that soap. So if you make hot processed soap and you see this video, please don't judge me. And also would love any tips you have in the comments. I think at this point my anxiety was through the roof and I was just kind of at the it's going to turn out how it turns out mode. I obviously did not go for any design. I didn't even know if I was going to make it to this part, so I had just planned for it to be whatever color it's going to be from the activated charcoal. And I will say, when I cut these bars, I was pleasantly surprised with how much even the rustic look looked nice in a crinkle cut bar. But serious, if you have any tips for anything you've seen me do in this video, please leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed this content, please give a like and subscribe. And until the next one, see you later.